Hello and welcome to another Radical Red Challenge run. This time it is a mono rock run. Our start selection here doesn't matter as none of the starters evolve into a rock type, so we pick Bulbasaur to ensure we do not fight a Koraidon when we face the champion. Our first major boss fight is against Falkner and his flying types. Thankfully at this point we have a team of 4, so we are able to hit his mons for super effective damage, and once we switch in the Geodude, we avoid hitting the Wattrel with electric moves to avoid Volt Absorb going off and it gaining health. We are able to whittle down his team and outstall the Roosts from the Wattrel and take out all of Falkner's mons. Our first gym battle is against Brock. We lead with Dwebble, lower the Geodude's health and force it to switch out, lower the Onix's speed, but unfortunately go down. We caught a Binacle from Pallet Town to force out the Onix with water moves, switch Geodude back in, on the Varoom, bring it low enough where Rockruff can finish it off, unfortunately getting poisoned in the process, do big damage to Archon, allowing Nacli to come in and finish the fight. After obtaining our first gym badge, we make our way through Mount Moon, up past Nugget Bridge to face Bugsy. Even though U-turn isn't super useful in this run, because I don't think a lot of rock types can learn it, we still get it because it is a great move, and on the off chance one of them can learn it, it's great to have. This is a simple fight because we have stab rock moves which are super effective. We can do a lot of damage, take out the Cypher, leaving just the Scizor left, which Lycanroc is able to bring low, and then we're able to finish it off with our Boldore. We then return to Cerulean City to claim our second gym match against Misty. Dwebble is able to set up the Stealth Rocks thanks to it living a hit from Frogadier, because we're holding the Pasho Berry, which means it won't go for a water move. Lunatone's then able to finish off the Frogadier, allowing Knucklestat to come in on Starmie, break through the confusion, hit it with Assault Cure, allowing Lycanroc to finish it off. We then switch out into Boldore on the Clodsire. Unfortunately, we're not able to take it out with a Stomping Tantrum, but we bring it low enough where Lycanroc can come in, get a flinch with Bite, and finish off the Clodsire. It's then a simple case of chipping down the Float Soul and allowing Graveler to finish the fight. Once we obtain our second badge, we head down to Vermilion City, board the SS Anne, and face Brendan. We're able to deal with the Loudred, which leads, take out the Lunatone, switch in our new Cradily on a water move from Crawdaunt, and take it out with Giga Drain. Cradily is also able to do a bit of chip damage to Grovyle, unfortunately going down, leaving my Colossal to finish it off. Against Lieutenant Surge, we lead our Crustle, which has access to Stealth Rocks, and is also able to chip down the Pincurchin, where Graveler can finish it off with 2 Bulldozers. We're then able to live a hit from the Bellibolt, allowing us to get rid of the Shucker Berry, which it's holding, which means any ground moves we hit it with will now not be reduced in damage. We send out Colossal, do a bit of chip with Flame Charge, unfortunately get thunder waved, but we were able to get enough damage off where Lunatone can come in, break through the paralysis and finish it off. This forces in Monotype, to which we send out our Cradily, as it has incredible special defense and resists all the moves. We get a boost from Ancient Power, which means we're able to live Polmot's hit, do big damage, and take it out. Ancient Power then takes out the Vikavolt, and we finish Surge. After defeating Surge, we pick up a Tyrantrum from the Fossil Man in Vermilion City, and make our way over to Celadon. We do a bit of chip damage to the Rillaboom, allowing Arcanine to come in and finish it with a Flare Blitz. We switch out on the Chloroblast from Electrode, and allow it to take itself out with the Recoil. Unfortunately, Colossal going down in the process. We switch in Aerodactyl, U-turn out on the Meganium, allowing Arcanine to come in for free. We're then able to just hit some Flare Blitz to take out Meganium, hit a Flare Blitz on the Meowscarada, which switches out into non-Mega Evolved Venusaur, which goes down, and then we just finish off the Meowscarada with a Flare Blitz and an Accelerock. We then gain access to the Game Corner and its rewards. We grab all the TMs, as well as a Larvitar, which will become a Tyranitar once our level cap increases. But first we have to make our way through the Rocket Hideout. Our first match is against the Hypno and Aerodactyl. We're able to get rid of the Aerodactyl early on, while Hypno doesn't put us to sleep. Lunatone's then able to do massive damage to Gramble, and then we're able to finish it off, leaving just the Hypno and the Obstagoon left. At this point it's just a case of chipping down the Obstagoon, taking out the Hypno, and finishing the fight. After finishing this fight, we make our way through the Rocket Hideout, and face our second double battle against the Weezing and the Slacking. We're able to do massive damage to the Weezing, and then take it out second turn, meaning the Slacking now has Truant. We're then able to slowly chip down my opponent's Mons, the Slacking and the Crobat now being incredibly low, allowing Garganacl to come in, live a hit, take out the Crobat, and the Slacking just leaving the Diplin. Then, as a 2v1, it's easy to just finish the fight. The second fight is against the Talonflame and the Shiftry. We're able to hit the Talonflame with a super effective hit and one-shot it, leading to the Electros to come in. It doesn't take us out. We're able to get another hit off, take out the Shiftry, do massive damage to the Electros, allowing Aerodactyl to come in, finish off the fight. Our lead against Giovanni and his Nidoking is of course Lunatone. We're able to hit Lumina Crash, followed by Moonblast to take it out. Unfortunately, Orthworm then comes in, but fortunately doesn't go for a Shed Tail. We're able to switch in our Arcanine, do massive damage with Flare Blitz, live the Earthquake, do a bit of chip damage to Infernape, allowing Aerodactyl to finish it off. We switch in Colossal on Kangaskhan to get the burn from Flame Body, which thankfully we get, effectively halving Kangaskhan's damage. Colossal is able to live through Kangaskhan's hits and take it out. We then switch in Cradily on Veluza, take it out with an Energy Ball, unfortunately go down to Honchkrow, but thankfully Aerodactyl can outspeed and take it out with a Rock Tomb, which gives us access to the Sylph Scope. This eventually lets us reach Sylph Co, where we face our rival. Tyrantrum is able to take out the Staraptor. We're able to do a bit of chip to Kingambit with Colossal. Unfortunately, we can't burn it. But we've done enough damage where Tyranitar can come in and finish it off and give a boost to the special defense of all our rock types thanks to Sandstream. We're able to take out the Jumpluff and the Azumarill, and thanks to Stealth Rocks, the Charizard comes in and is instantly down to half health, which means Arcanine can finish it off. The double battle against the admins with Brendan is next. We lead with Tyranitar to set up the Sandstream and do a bit of chip damage to the Incineroar and the Gothitelle. Tyranitar is able to take them both out with an Earthquake. We then switch out to Colossal when the Houndoom and the Mawile come in. We're able to live a hit. Unfortunately, we don't get the burn with Flame Body, but thanks to Colossal being so bulky, we're able to live a few hits and take out the Houndoom. This just leaves the Goldengo on one side, which, although it does massive damage, we're able to bring it down low. Tyranitar is able to live some hits, leaving just the Primarina left, which Cradily is able to deal with. In our second match against Giovanni, we actually benefit from the sand, so we want to keep it up. Barbaracle is able to take out the Hippowdon without rocks going up. And then we're able to switch in Probopass on the Scale Shot and get a lucky Frostbite. Probopass is able to live a few hits, do some good damage, and force the Garchomp out. In comes the Kangaskhan, which we once again switch Colossal in to get the Flame Body proc, which thankfully lands, and we're able to effectively half Kangaskhan's damage yet again. Unfortunately, Kangaskhan does take us out this time, but it's no problem, because Barbaracle has priority and can finish it off. We then do a bit of chip to Excadrill, allowing Arcanine to finish that off. In comes Garganacl, which we switch Probopass in on. We're able to do big damage with Earth Power, unfortunately going down. But with Lumina Crash lowering Garganacl's special defense, we force it out. Cradily is able to switch in on Excadrill, unfortunately going down, allowing a clean switch for Arcanine, who can clean up the rest of the fight. Aerodactyl did a lot of work against Chuck, first baiting out the Fake Out from Hitmontop, allowing the Flame Body to once again proc from Colossal. Colossal is able to finish off the Hitmontop, living on 6 HP. We're once again able to get a burn off, this time on Quaquaval, and switch out to prevent the Moxie proccing. We switch in Barbaracle. Unfortunately the Moxie does proc, but we brought it low enough where we can just chip it down with both Burn and an Accelerock from Arcanine. Unfortunately Arcanine does go down, but we still have Lunatone, still have Aerodactyl, so this fight is manageable. Lunatone is able to do massive damage to the Sneasler, allowing our Aerodactyl to finish off the Breloom, and take out the remaining Gallade. Our reward for being Chuck is of course the Focus Sash, which will come in useful later on. We're able to take out the lead Hattrem from Sabrina, take out the Gardevoir, and then finish off the Indeedee in the second turn. We've taken 0 damage thanks to a flinch. Do massive damage to the Brute Bonnet, allowing Colossal to come in for free. All that remains of Sabrina's team now is the Porygon 2 and the Ursaluna. We're almost able to take the Porygon out before he can get a hit off. Unfortunately, we just don't quite have enough damage. Thankfully Ursaluna can't take out both of our mons, which means Tyrantrum is able to finish off the Porygon, leaving it as a 2v1 so we can slowly chip down the Ursaluna while sacrificing one of our mons each turn. We then return to face Brock for the second time. We once again, Crustle makes a return. We're able to Shell Smash, turn 1 against the Great Tusk. We unfortunately go down to a close combat, but Lunatone's able to finish off the damage, hit a Lumina Crash on the Omastar, switching Cradily on the water move, and force Meteor Beam to come out. We live the hits and take out the Omastar. Arcanine is unfortunately super effective on us, so we have to switch in Colossal. We're able to live a hit, but unfortunately go down to the Arcanine, allowing Barbaracle to come in for free, Aqua Jet and take it out. We're then able to do the same to the Ursaluna after living a hit. Do massive damage to the Tyranitar. Thankfully Lunatone outspeeds and is able to finish it off. Then it's just the Mega Raidaptor left, which we have enough damage remaining to take out thanks to Tyranitar. In our rematch against Misty, we bring a Gigalith to both set up the Sand Storm and to set up Stealth Rocks. We also bring in a Alolan Golem, which has Fire Punch to take out the Ferrothorn. Unfortunately, I forgot to level up my Garganacl, so he goes down to one hit from a Arculodon. But Lunatone is able to come in, do a bit of chip damage, allowing Tyranitar to finish it off with Earthquake. In comes Kingdra, which takes us out, but Cradily, thanks to its incredible special defense and the access to Sappy Seed, which is I think it's a move from Let's Go Pikachu, which is a damaging move which also puts Leech Seed on their side of the field. Thanks to that move, we're able to regain a lot of health, do a lot of damage, and slowly work our way through the remaining mons, switching between Gigalith and Cradily to both reset up the sand, to chip down the mons, and get recovery from the Leech Seed. The last two mons are Gyarados and Gorbis, which thankfully Cradily is able to stall out. Lieutenant Surge leads with his Iron Treads. We once again lead with our Gigalith, do big damage to the Iron Treads, unfortunately going down in the process. Lunatone, however, is then able to come in and finish it off. We're able to take out the Iron Hands as well, thanks to Lumina Crash, lowering the special defense by 2 stages on every hit. We're able to one-shot the Pawmot, live a hit from Rotom, but then go down to the Manectric. Cradily is able to get a hit off on Manectric, get a bit of recovery thanks to Leftovers. We're able to set the Sappy Seed on Bellibolt to get the Leech Seed and Leftovers recovery and stay incredibly healthy for the entire fight. At this point it's just Cradily against Surge's remaining mons. And thankfully, Cradily wins that fight. We do switch in Colossal on Iron Treads to try and get the burn, but thanks to the Stealth Rocks and all his switching, all his mons go down. Even though Erica doesn't switch as much as Surge, Stealth Rocks are still useful, so we still set them up against her team. Unfortunately, we don't live a hit from Ogerpon, but Colossal is able to come in and get the burn off. We're then able to chip down the Ogerpon and take it out. Sinister takes a lot from our fire move. We're able to live a match a gacha. And switch in Probopass for free, which is able to give us a clean switch into Arcanine, which almost takes it out in one hit, but the second Flare Blitz does enough. We go down to a close combat from the Lilligant, allowing Aerodactyl to click Dual Wing Beat and take it out. At this point, our Mega Aerodactyl can just click Dual Wing Beat over and over to take out the remaining Mons on Erika's side of the field. Our reward for defeating Erika was an Ogerpon, which will become useful later on. After beating Erika, we make our way down to Fuchsia City to face Brendan. We're able to take out the lead Metagross, leading to God of War coming in, which we're able to burn to do some residual damage. Unfortunately, it's a special attacker, so the burn, all it's good for is damage. But Aerodactyl's able to come in, take it out with a Rock Slide, U-turn on the Crawdaunt to almost one-shot. We're then able to live a hit from Medicham, take it out with Lunatone, do big damage to the Exploud with Lumina Crash, leading to the Sceptile coming in. We outspeed with Aerodactyl, and we take it out. After Brendan, we have our 6th gym match against Koga. Our lead Gigalith is able to take out the Swellow, while also setting up Stealth Rocks, but then unfortunately going down to an Iron Valiant. We're able to burn the Iron Valiant with our Colossal, unfortunately taking a bit of damage in the process. We managed to dodge the Hydro Pump from Greninja. It means we're able to do massive damage, and it takes itself out with Life Orb before it can do anything in Battle Bond. Drapion comes in on our Tyranitar, which we take the Wicked Blows. We're able to take it out. We're able to live a hit from Toxtricity, take it out. Unfortunately, a Selgor does take us out in return, but our Mega Aerodactyl can finish the fight. For defeating Koga, we gain the ability to use Surf, so we head up to the power plant to face the dumbass JoJo fan. The reason we're fighting him is because a reward for beating him is the Cornerstone Mask for Ogerpon, which transforms it to a Grass and Rock type. We're able to deal with his first few Mons, but then the Ogerpon comes out. Probopass is able to tank some hits and take it out with Earth Power. In comes Celebi. We're unable to get a status effect with Tri-Attack, but we bring it low enough where Mega Aerodactyl can come in and finish it off. We U-turn against the Aegislash, let Probopass go down. Once again switching Colossal, unfortunately going down, allowing Tyranitar to come in for free, and just almost take out the Aegislash, but we're able to finish it off. Against the Hooper, we switch in Lunatone, and a Moonblast is enough to take it out. Against the Simisage, Lunatone unfortunately goes down, but Mega Aerodactyl outspeeds and takes it out, which leaves just the Mega Machamp, which once again we can just take out. With Ogerpon Cornerstone now in our possession, we make our way down to the Seafoam Islands and face Price. We're able to break the Jinx's Focus Sash and let Sandstorm take it out by U-turning with Aerodactyl and switching in our Gigalith. Probopass is able to hit the Walrein on the special side, which negates its Fur Coat ability. We're able to get lucky with some of Walrein's hits from Sleep Talk. Unfortunately, it does manage to get a Frostbite on us, which will halve our special attack, but Arcanine has is able to switch in and do enough damage to take it out. We switch in Probopass on the Cloister, because we know we'll be able to take any of its hits, and we finish it off. Arctozolt then switches in and takes us out, but Colossal can switch in, do some damage, go down to the Baxcalibur, allowing Tyranitar to come in, live on thanks to the Focus Sash and take it out. We let T-Tar go down to the Fake Out from Glalie, allowing Aerodactyl to finish the fight. The Choice Scarf is important to gain. Another important thing which we need to get is the Earthquake TM from the dumbass Mudkip kid. We are able to send in Ogerpon against the Swampert, do super effective damage. We have Spiky Shield, so we're able to get a bit of chip off on the Scizor, and eventually take it out, surviving on 1 HP. We're able to take out the Pelipper, take out the Frostmoth, take out the Seaking, and then finish off the remaining Mega Swampert with our Cradily. After obtaining Earthquake, we're able to go and face Jasmine. We send in our Gigalith, set up Stealth Rocks. Unfortunately go down to a Melmetal double Iron Bash, but we send out Cradily. Once again we go down, switch in to Mega T-Tar, get up a Dragon Dance, so now we outspeed everything on Jasmine's side of the field. We're able to take out the Melmetal, take out the Bronzong, one-shot the Magnezone, one-shot the Samurott and the Excadrill, and take out the remaining Mega Aggron with a combination of Tyranitar and a finishing touch from Ogerpon. We obtain the Mega Stone for Tyranitar just north of Cerulean City, just left of Nugget Bridge. And he's very useful for the remainder of the game. In the fight against May, our Hisuian Avalugg makes an appearance. We unfortunately go down to Relicanth. We force out the Relicanth thanks to Sappy Seed from Cradily. And at this point it's a lot of switching around and getting chip damage off. We do go down to the close combat from Blaziken, but Aerodactyl is able to outspeed, finish it off. We send in Gigalith on the Manectric to reset up the sand, live a hit and take it out, leaving the Flygon, which Ogerpon is able to bring low enough where Hornleech will finish it off. So you've just the Relicanth, which Hornleech is able to take out. Against Blaine, we of course lead Gigalith to set up the sand and set up the Stealth Rocks, which will do a lot of damage to all of its fire types. We're able to take out the Armarouge and live some hits because thanks to the special defense boost from the sand. Aerodactyl is able to come in on Executor and take it out. We're able to take an Eruption from Typhlosion really well with Cradily, break the Burning Soul, and get a free agent power off. We do go down to the Slitherwing, but Aerodactyl can come in and finish it off with dual Wing Beat. We almost take out the Charizard Y, but Tyranitar can finish it thanks to the Sandstream. With one Dragon Dance up, we have more than enough damage to take out the Ogerpon and finish the fight against the Typhlosion. We then make our way back to Viridian City, where Brendan takes us to Cerulean Cave to face the Rocket admins. Our first match is against Archer. We're able to break Mamoswine's Focus Sash with Gigalith, allowing Ogerpon to finish it off. Ogerpon's then able to bring the Durant low, allowing Colossal to get a burn and take it out. We then have to burn the Mimikyu twice, as it's holding a Lumberry, but Colossal's able to manage it, and we're able to take it out, leaving just the Houndoom left. Against Houndoom, we send out Tyranitar as we resist all of its moves, and we don't take too much damage, and take it out. Against the second admin, we lead with Aerodactyl. Unfortunately, Hattrend does get the Trick Room off, so we do a bit of switching around to stall out the turns, with Cradily, Protect, and then switch into Aerodactyl on the Earthquake, stalling out all the turns of Trick Room. Aerodactyl did get a couple of flinches on Rhyperior to take it out, unfortunately going down to Honchkrow. Ogerpon then takes out the Honchkrow. We're able to do massive damage with our Mega Tyranitar. Unfortunately not quite enough to take out Mawile, but Ogerpon can come back in and finish the fight. Deeper in the cave, Giovanni has captured Mewtwo, and now we have a double fight with Lance. Lance is able to take out the lead Tapu Lele. We do good damage to the Scrafty. Unfortunately, our Aerodactyl going down second turn in response to the Scrafty going down. In comes the Celesteela, and with the Tyranitar, this is an ideal pair, as the Mewtwo hasn't come out yet. We're able to take them both out, leaving just the Mewtwo and the Excadrill left. The Mewtwo cannot hit us with a Psychic move, which means Tyranitar is able to kill it with Crunch. We unfortunately go down to an Aura Sphere, but with just Ogerpon left, we're able to take it out. In our 8th gym badge against Claire, we lead with Avalugg, in order to bait the taunt from Aerodactyl and prevent Stealth Rocks coming up on our side of the field. We're then able to position our mons around, so that Gigalith comes in and sets up both the Sandstorm and the Stealth Rocks. In the sand, Mega Tyranitar is safely able to Dragon Dance against the Magearna, set up, and sweep the remaining mons in the fight. After obtaining our 8th gym badge, we then face our rival for the second to last time. He once again leads a Staraptor, which is unable to take out our Gigalith. We're able to set up the rocks and the sand, and sending Colossal on the incoming King Gambit. We get a burn. Unfortunately go down to the King Gambit, but at this point Tyranitar is free to Dragon Dance and set up. Once Tyranitar is set up, we are still outsped by Sneasler and go down, but Aerodactyl can come in to revenge kill it. We switch in Garganackle on the Sandy Shocks, live a hit, get the Salt Cure off to do some residual damage, allowing Ogerpon to finish it off with a Horn Leech. Ogerpon can then clean up the rest of the fight, doing massive damage to the remaining mons. Against Brendan, we lead with Colossal in order to get a burn on the Deoxys and break its Focus Sash. We then send out Gigalith to set up the sand, live a hit, get the Stealth Rock set up, unfortunately go down, but thanks to the chip damage that we've managed, we force out the Deoxys. We're able to also burn the Jirachi with our Colossal's Burning Bulwark, burn the Zapdos with the same move, and live a close combat. We are unfortunately unable to burn the Sceptile, so we switch out. Jirachi is slowly getting whittled down thanks to its burn. We don't get flinched and we're able to take it out. Once Sceptile comes back in, we send out Aerodactyl, live the Scale Shot and take it out with Dual Wing Beat. We do big damage to Landorus, allowing Ogerpon to finish it off, leaving the Burn Deoxys and the Huntail as the only remaining mons. Tyranitar is able to take out the Deoxys, living a superpower, and then we're able to switch in Cradily on the Huntail and take it out in one hit. Our team for the Elite Four is Mega Aerodactyl, which gets Tough Claws. We do bring Tyranitar as well, which we also put the Megastone on in some battles. We have our Colossal with Burning Bulwark. We have Avalugg, mainly for the final two fights. Gigalith with its Sand Scream. And we also bring Lunatone with Lumina Crash. We don't end up bringing a Legendary to this run. I planned on bringing Ogerpon, but this team just worked better, and we were able to do it without the Legendary in this run. We're able to set up the sand with both Tyranitar and Gigalith if we need, which is really useful for this first match against Lorelei to prevent any hail getting set up. We're able to make our way through her team, one-shotting a lot of the mons, leaving just the Abomasnow and the Baxcalibur. We switch back in Gigalith to reset up the Sandstorm and finish the fight. Bruno was probably our toughest fight of the Elite Four because I have two quad weaknesses to fighting on the team in Hisuian Avalugg and Tyranitar. We are able to take out the Great Tusk and get Colossal in on the Zacian and burn it. This was really important because Zacian can one-shot pretty much every member of my team, apart from Colossal. Gigalith's able to come in, set up the sand, get the Stealth Rocks up against Urshifu, but unfortunately go down to a close combat. Aerodactyl's then able to finish off the Urshifu. We're able to live a hit from Zacian, thanks to the burn, and set up a Dragon Dance. We're then able to bring Iron Hands low, unfortunately not having enough damage, but allowing Tyranitar to come in and finish it off. This forces in the Iron Valiant, which takes us out after we get a hit off, but Lunatone has enough damage to take it out and the remaining Lucario. Agatha leads with one of her Zoroarks. Fortunately, Aerodactyl outspeeds and is able to click Dragon Dance for free. This forces in Goldengo, hits us with a Make It Rain and takes us out. With the lowered special attack, Tyranitar can click Dragon Dance for free. We're able to take out the Gengar with Crunch, take out the incoming Goldengo, do massive damage to Marshadow, bringing it down to its sash, going down to a close combat in return, allowing Avalugg to finish it off with Ice Shard. We're able to bring the Flutter Mane low with a couple of Ice Shards, unfortunately going down, but Gigalith can force out the Flutter Mane, take out the Chien-Pao with Rock Slide, and finish the fight against Flutter Mane. In the battle against Lance, unfortunately rocks do go up on our side of the field, but we're able to bring down Garchomp low, and then send out Gigalith against the incoming Melmetal. Gigalith is able to set up the sand, but go down. We're able to burn the Melmetal with our Colossal and force in Dialga. We get a lucky Roar of Time in that Aerodactyl comes out. We're able to click Earthquake a couple of times, live a hit, bring it down low enough where Lunatone can finish off the Dialga. Against Melmetal, we once again switch in Colossal to get a bit of chip with Burn. Unfortunately going down to an Earthquake, allowing Tyranitar to come in, Dragon Dance, and finish off the Melmetal. This forces in the Dragonite, which we're able to bring down low, but thanks to multi-scale, it lives a hit, allowing Avalugg to finish it off with Ice Shard. We are able to live a hit from the Iron Jugulis, land 2 Ice Shards on it, send in Lunatone, and because we've now got the Choice Scarf on Lunatone, we outspeed. We're able to lock ourselves into Moonblast, as there are only dragons remaining, and we're able to finish off Lance. Choice Scarf Aerodactyl is our lead against the champion. We're able to one-shot the Pheromosa with dual Wing Beat and force in Miraidon. Miraidon click goes for Calm Mind against our Gigalith, which means we're able to get a free Earthquake off and chip it down to about half health. Avalugg's then able to come in, click Ice Shard and finish it off, forcing in Metagross. We switch in Colossal here, we get the Flame Body proc, turn 1, and force out the Metagross to Eternatus. Eternatus clicks Meteor Beam, takes us out, but then we have a free switch to Tyranitar, who can click Dragon Dance. We now outspeed the Yveltal, we're able to click Rock Slide and take it out in one hit, which means none of our mons are going to sleep in this fight. Tyranitar's then able to take out Eternatus, finish off the Metagross, and then once the Ditto transforms into us, it locks itself into Earthquake, as that's the only move which will kill us, so we can safely switch into Aerodactyl, as it can't touch us. That is the rock run done. Up next is going to be a normal run.